Hello and welcome back. One of my friends, one of my viewers wanted to know what tools or techniques I am going to unfold from Indian philosophy. Honestly, I am not going to do that. I cannot give any tools or techniques for counseling. I can only give you concepts. From concepts, you can develop your own tools and techniques for counseling from Indian philosophy. Okay, before we go any further, we have to pay a closer look, not a deeper look, a closer look to one of the greatest, oldest philosophies in the world, Sankhya Darsana. Yes, Sankhya Darsana is probably the most ancient systematic philosophy in the world. It is a kind of qualitative dualism. There are two realities, Prakriti and Purusha. Prakriti is the material part, Purusha is the conscious part. Purusha is consciousness and Prakriti is material. Prakriti is the root cause of the universe. Universe has been evolved from Prakriti. From the unmanifested Prakriti, Avyakta Prakriti, universe has evolved, emerged. So there is a process of evolution described in Sankhya Darsana. It is not our concern. Also there is a conscious part, Purusha. It is also, interestingly, not our concern. Our concern is with three qualities of the Prakriti, three gunas of the Prakriti. There are three gunas or qualities. These three gunas constitute the Prakriti. Please don't understand it as Prakriti is made up of three gunas, because Prakriti is the root cause of everything. So, Prakriti, these three gunas constitute Prakriti. Not there, Prakriti is made up of three gunas. Prakriti is these three gunas, three qualities. They are Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Three qualities: Sattva guna, Rajo guna, and Tamo guna. First of all, Sattva guna. Sattva guna is the principle of light. Light in both sense. It is brightness, and again it is was opposite to heaviness. It is light. It is the principle of pleasure, principle of contentment, principle of happiness, principle of pleasure, principle of enlightenment. It is sattva. The more you have this guna, this quality, you are more peaceful, you are more contented, and you are more happy. You are always pleasant. The more the sattva guna, the more you are happy. Rajo guna, rajas, is the second quality, second guna. It is the principle of motion. Just forget Newton and Galileo. This is the principle of motion, principle of movement, principle of effort. It makes you make an effort. It is a kinetic, it's dynamic. It moves all by itself and it makes others move. You know, all Purushas, we all have these three qualities, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. And if this Rajo Guna, Rajas predominates in a body, if it predominates in you, the more Rajas you have, you tend to move more, make more movements, efforts, whether you want it or not. It makes you move, be restless, make feverish efforts, wild stimulation. It's the very cause of ADHD and even worse conditions. And finally, the third guna, tamas, tamo guna. It is the principle of inertia, not that one which follows from Newton's first law of motion. No, this is principle of inertia that prevents you from action. It produces apathy and indifference, makes you indifferent. It is ignorance, sloth, confusion, bewilderment, passivity, negativity, all those terms you hate. So it is, as you see, just opposite to sattva, sattva guna. It is darkness, it is heaviness, it is lethargic, just opposite to sattva guna. And it is inertia, it is laziness, it is lethargic compared to rajoguna, opposite to rajoguna. The more tamas you have, the more inert you are. The more tamas you have, the more lazy you are. It leads to inaction. So this is the qualities of the quality tamas. There is these three gunas. These three gunas present in everybody's prakriti, body, material body. It is present. And it influences your mind. Mind is a part of body. It is part of prakriti. It is material. Mind is not spiritual. Not in Indian philosophy at least. Believe me, all schools of Indian philosophy regard mind as material, not as spiritual. All the schools, Charvaka, Sankhya, Yoga, Vedanta, Mimamsa, all the schools regard mind as something physical. Keep this in your mind. Mind is something physical. So as per Sankhya philosophy, this mind is influenced by the three gunas present in that particular body, particular prakriti. And the prominence of the one of the gunas makes individual act accordingly. A man can be prominent with the rajoguna, some unstoppable kind of man. One can be of sattva quality, sattvika quality, a very nice man, peaceful man. And tamasic, certain cases of lethargy, laziness, such fellows are doing so because of the prominence of tamoguna. So this is this Sankhya concept. We have to keep it in mind before developing a tool. I think this is the first concept you have to keep in mind while developing a tool for counseling based on Indian philosophy. Thank you. See you again.